Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Laura and this is Laura's Budget. This video is going to be my count up for October and my cash condensing for October too, because I know I have a lot of cash in these binders that needs going back to the bank. Most months when I've done this count up, I've kind of said this was the total last month, but I'm not sure I'm going to beat that. I am sure this month we have to beat this number. So yeah, let's just see where we go. Obviously this month we've had my husband's bonus paid in. Most of that went on paying off a holiday we've already been on, so it won't have added that full amount to this total. However, last month we ended with £2,296.50, so I am hopeful that we've beaten that this month. I'm pretty sure that we have, but let's just see by how much. So I've got all my placeholders here ready and waiting, and I'm going to start with my high priority binder. So let's start with 1 week ahead. I have been ploughing money into here when I can, so we've got £100 in the bank, and then in cash we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 190, 195, 200. I'm just going to put that to the side for a second. 200 and 5, 10, 15 and 20. So what I'm going to do is I'll just grab one of these 20s back, and we need a 200 placeholder. Perfect. So now in 1 week ahead we have £320, which I'm very happy with considering we only started it last month. So that means already we have £200 going back to the bank. So yeah, let's pop this all in here. And let's write down those totals. So 1 week ahead, it's currently at a total of 320, and back to the bank from 1 week ahead we were taking £200 this month. Right, gifts is next. Let's have a look. So gifts, I need to do a bit of housekeeping. So in my bank account currently with gifts, so I did have £50, I have spent some of that, so I have £30 left in that account now. So technically I need to take £20 back to the bank to rectify that. So then that means left in cash we have £45, which I'm going to leave as is. So yeah, total, sorry, in gifts at the moment is £95. So put that away. So gifts has 95 in total, and gifts is getting £20 from that. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hide this lid because I do this every condensing video. I keep putting the lid back on and annoying myself. Right, back on with it, Laura, come on. Right, home insurance. This is all stuffed digitally, but just to count up what we have so far, we have 500, 700, 800 and £900. I'm going to swap those to 100s for, yep, we've got another 200 in there. Perfect. So 900 in home insurance. Which I'll just write down here. 900. Right, garden waste, we don't count, that's fully funded. Well, we do count it, I suppose. That has £90. Emergency has, let's have a look. So we had £50 in the bank already. So we have 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30 and 40. So I'm going to put all of this back. And we're going to take back the 40 and we're going to swap that 50 for a 100. There we go. So 140 total in emergency. And we've taken 50 of that back to the bank. Sorry, I just realised you guys probably can't see that. Not that you need to see my scruffy handwriting anyway. Let's rejig everything a little bit so I can write and look at the same time. There we go, that's better. Right, what's next? Cleaner, we don't count. Right, holiday. Again, this is just digital, but we have £150 in there. Credit card has, let's have a look at everything. Right, so in credit card we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 20, 30 and 40. So I'm going to keep 40 of that. Have we got any nicer? No. No, keep 40 and then this 100 can go back to the bank. Lovely. Right, so credit card had 140 and 100 back to the bank. Car service, I don't think there's anything we can do in here. No, it's just £40 in there. Let's write that down. Garden maintenance. Hopefully we can do something here. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Cool, right, so we will keep 30 and then we'll put 50 back to the bank and get a placeholder. I'm really hoping, I had to like make a few placeholders today and I'm really hoping that I made enough because it would be really annoying if I can't condense this. There we go, right, £80 and garden maintenance, £50 back to the bank. What's next? UK holiday. What have you got? Okay, so it's already got 100, 200 in the bank and then 25 in here. So there's nothing I can do with that. That's fine. So let's do 225 and nothing going back to the bank. Home improvements. Script this out. We have 10, was that everything? Yeah, it was. 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay, perfect. Let's bank that. So 50 in home improvements. Sorry, it's off the camera again for you guys, but it'll have to do. Right, that is it for my high priority sinking funds. Let's just bring that over as well. Right, let's do this one. So my spending money. I just put a load in here the other day. So you guys probably know exactly how much is in here, but we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. So all of that can go back to the bank. and I can spend that on something nice for myself. And then what I'll do is I will clean off this tracker and we'll just start that again. So my spends £50, and yeah, right. Alex spends has 10, 15, 20 and 25. So I'm going to keep the best 5 and put the other 20 back. And oh, let's spot that. I forgot nice 20s. Does anyone else do this? Like you hand pick like the crispiest notes. That one will do. Normally when I do a back to bank or cash condensing and stuff, the money just gets recycled into next month's cash. But this month I am actually going to put it all back to the bank just because I feel like I need a bit of a refresh, a restart for this month, make sure I don't lose track of stuff, which is easily done when you're kind of carrying over money, and then, I don't know, I just want a bit of a fresh start. Only £10 in Ezra's as well. Right, let's just write these down before I forget. So that was £25 in Alex's and £10 in Ezra's. Nothing in there. Right, car clean has 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So that can go back to the bank. Tell you what, I'm just going to be really pedantic and come and change Alex's 20 for Charlie Boy 20. Right, so car clean needs a £50 placeholder. So car clean has £50 and that is £50 going back to the bank. Appliances. In here we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140, 150. So let's stick all that back over here. Alright, so we need a 100 and a 50 to go in there. And that is saving up for a new TV for downstairs, which luckily the TV is still working, but it's just very old, so we know it's going to have to be replaced at some point. Meals out, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So I'm gonna keep £30 in cash. And again, sorry, I'm just gonna be really pedantic and choose the nicest 10 that I have. It's a pretty nice one. Do we have any Charles? We must do, surely. Just a lot of queens. No? Okay. Right, that one's nice enough. So yeah, I am keeping £30 of that, and I'll put the other 50 back in the bank. Sorry, I've just seen I've got notes upside down for some reason. Right, let's pop these away. Sorry, I feel like I'm in a really zen mood tonight, so sorry if I'm quiet, but I'm just chilled out. I've had a nice day. Ezra was at nursery all day today, so I've just had a day of looking after myself, which doesn't come often enough, really, does it? Right, £80 in meals out, and I'm putting £50 of that back to the bank. Days out just has 25. So let's put these back. And yeah, we've got a Charles there. And just a nice 20, there we go. So it's 25 in days out. Right, garden. What have you got? We've got 20, 30, 40 and 50. Perfect. Guys, almost like I planned this, guys. It's not like I've just done a massive reallocation of all my challenge money and just topped things up to the perfect amount. Right, 50. I can see I am running low on 50, so I'm hoping I've got enough to finish this. Cards, I don't think there's much we can do here, but 20, 30 and 40. So let's put these back and swap them for a nice 20. Sorry, garden had 50, cards has 40. Dentist, I know, only has 20. Let's just see if we can choose a nicer 20. Date night. Date night has £20. Just going to swap that out for, see if we've got any decent 20s. There we go, that's all right. So date night has £20. Sorry, I realise you guys are probably only just about seeing that. Bulk has £50 in the bank already. 70, 80, 90, 100, 120. So I'm going to keep that. I tell you what, actually, I'm just going to put the whole thing back to the bank. I don't have any 20 placeholders, but I do have 25. So let's just put that in. Just because when I go to Costco, I don't really want to be bothering with some cash, some card, and I do plan on going soon, so let's just put it all back to the bank and I'll unstuff that when I've spent it. So bulk has 120 and I'm putting 70 back to the bank. And then Booba has, yeah, just £70, but again, let's just see, even that's nicer. Right. £70. Right, and then I will just quickly do a total of both of these because I realised I didn't do the blue one when we finished that. So let's just have a look so we can, you guys can probably work it out before I can. Right, so we have 320 plus 95 plus 900 plus 90 plus 100 plus 150 plus 140 plus 40 plus 80 plus 225 plus 50. So that is 2,190. So yeah, we've almost beat September already just with the one binder. So 2,190. And then we will just go and count up the low priority binder too. So let's do 50 plus 25 plus 10 plus 50 plus 150 plus 80 plus 25 plus 50 plus 40 plus 20 plus 20 plus 120 plus 70, 710. Right, and then in my starling pot, or in my various starling pots, in Christmas I currently have £631.51, and that is because I started with 1,500 in there, or my total balance would have been 1,500, but obviously I've been spending out of that. We've got £30 left in cleaner at the moment, and then we have pots for our quarterly payments of parking and TV licence, which comes to £740 and 51. Then in our blue games binder, my games binders are empty at the moment. I've just finished all my mini challenges and finished like a few of my bigger challenges as well, so it is time to restock them, but there was no point doing it before this video, so I'm just going to count up what I have in there, which isn't much, but we had £15 in there, so let's just find a nice 10. I feel like my 10s are always way more beaten up than my 20s. No, none of these are particularly nice. That one's alright. That's alright, all of these are going to go out to the bank tomorrow anyway. Get rid of them and hope that we get some nicer ones in the next batch. And then I just need a £5 as well. So let's just take that one. So yeah, not much in there, but it is something. They add up, don't they? So £15 and £15 total. And then in the pink games binder, again, there's really not much in here. We've only got 2 wallets at the moment, but Knockout 9 has 50. So let's pop that back to the bank if we have enough placeholders, which I hope we do. Yes, we do. I obviously didn't need as many as I thought I did, which is good. So Knockout 9 had £50, and I'm putting that £50 back to the bank. And then Little Book of Studio Budget. We have a lot of coins in here, which I'm hoping we can whittle down. Let's have a look. I'll just do those first. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Perfect. So let's put that in as a note, and then we have £50 in the bank, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So I'm gonna pop that 50 back and grab, oh, maybe I'm not. Okay, so this is where I've gone short. I haven't got enough hundreds. So I'll just add another 50, which is fine. And then I just need a £20 note, don't I? So let's put all those back. Don't need that. And we need a 20. Cool. So that feels a lot less bulky, which is great. So let's pop that back, 120. So in total in here we have 170, and before I forget, I put £50 back to the bank in there. So I think that's everything, isn't it? There's nothing really to count in here. Or rather, I don't normally count what is in here because it's all kind of stuff to spend for the month. I guess I could count haircuts. Should Should we add my haircuts on there? Because that does roll over. Let's just put here. And that has £50 in it. Which I can't really condense. I guess I can. I can put 2 of these 10s back and grab a nice 20. Or a nice-ish 20. I just don't have any more placeholders, but that's fine. This doesn't have to go back to the bank. Oh, I'm all fingers and thumbs. Right, back in there, thank you. So that was £50. Right, okay, so let's add these up. So in the blue high priorities binder, we had 2,190. In my low priority binder, I have 710, which I don't know if you guys can see actually. There we go. My Starling account has £740.51. Blue Games binder has 15. Pink Games binder has 170, and then £50 in here. So that is a total for October of £3,875.51. So we've definitely beaten last month's total. Let's just work out by how much. So 2296.50. So we've gone up by £1,579, which is amazing, bearing in mind that I've spent a lot this month as well as all the money we've had come in. So I'm really happy with that. I feel like everything's starting to look a lot better in terms of all of our sinking funds have got like a little bit of cash in them now, or most of them have anyway. Yeah, I'm really happy with where things are going, and I feel like it's only going to get better like going forward. I'm bringing in a little bit more money now, and I just feel like I'm getting a better handle on the finances. So only positives from here. So what do we need to do now? Let's work out how much we should be taking back to the bank as well. So we should have we should have 200 from 1 week ahead, 20 from gifts, 50 from emergency, 100 from credit card, 50 from garden maintenance, 70 from bulk, 50 from home insurance, no, yes, home improvements, £50 from my spending, £50 from car clean, £50 from meals out, £50 from knockout 9, and £50 from Little Book of Studio budget. So this says £790. So let's just have a look, shall we, and see if that's what we've actually got. I'm just going to move my placeholders out of the way. Let's start with the 20s. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. So that is 300 in 20s. I'm just going to write that down on my calculator. No, not 3,000. 300. Right, and then 10s. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. Through 10, 20, 30 and 40. So plus 340. and then 5s, which is a big old wedge. And I'm going to split this. I can just see one's upside down. 1 second. I'll split this into 2 stacks because I don't do well with counting loads of money. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. So that was 340. So I've counted up wrong somehow. So this is saying we should have 980. So let me just double check this again. So 1 week ahead, what was that? That's at 980. Right, so 200 from 1 week ahead, 20 from gifts, 50 from emergency, 100 from credit card, no, or whatever that CC is, yeah, credit card, £50 from garden maintenance, £70 from bulk, £50 from home improvements, £50 from my spending money, £50 from car clean, £50 from meals out, £50 from knockout 9 and £50 from Little Book of Studio budgets. So I don't know how I'm wrong by so much. So what is that? That's a discrepancy of 190, is that right? Yeah. Oh, we've got that 10 as well. I'm missing 180. Or rather, 180 is unaccounted for. Did you guys see what I did? What did I do? Where did that £180 come from? Let me just chuck all this over here and I'll have a little think. Alright, sorry, I'm back. I figured it all out. Noticed a couple of mistakes as well. So, what was it? Emergency, I had written down I only had £100 in there, but I've got 140, so I just added the £40 to that total and to the total, and then as well as the difference in how much we're up from last month. And then, yeah, I found where I'd been miscounting. So basically I had forgotten to write down that I was putting £150 back from appliances and £50 back from garden. So all of that then added up to 990, which is exactly how much we have here in our cash. So all is well that ends well. Just had to be a little bit of drama, didn't it? But yeah, loads of cash out of my house, back into the bank, and we'll see if we can swap some of this out for some nicer notes for next month. Don't know if we actually will. Might end up with worse notes and wish that we kept these ones, but there you go. There's a lovely stack of cash to go back to the bank. Thank you for bearing with me through that. I hope it wasn't too painful to watch. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying my journey as much as I am enjoying sharing it. It is so motivating for me to like look back at my old videos and like even just to look back at those totals that I'm counting up at the end of the month and see how far we're coming. Whereas I feel like back when I was trying to do all of this digitally, you just didn't have that like concrete proof each month of how much you're actually managing to add to your savings pots. So yeah, I am absolutely loving this, and I'm loving that going into November our sinking funds actually have a little bit of cash in them, which means we're less likely to be eating into other cash, like for example our groceries and things, for things that shouldn't be coming out of there, which yeah, just makes me really happy. It's exactly how things should be. Everything's accounted for, and yeah, let's see where November takes us. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon for my next video. Bye.